Oh, yo, 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 yo. There we go. Hello, hello, people. And to those watching the recording, welcome to the pre-show. Skip ahead about 26 minutes, roughly, and you should see the beginning of the episode for those watching on YouTube. For those watching on Twitch, it goes the same thing. So, oh man, be a fun day. I seriously, oh, I'm competing with people on Twitch. No, that's gonna suck. I'm competing with people like Kaif. No, that's not really competition, to be honest. Alright, let's find some music for today. Ba-bum. That should work. Oh man. Alright. Oh, I am like far over. Let's move that so it's a little more centered. Perfect. Cool. And let's see, is the music picking up at all? No. Not really. Jesus, it's quiet ass music. Alright. The thirst is always real, you assholes. I know you're in there, Trent. I know you're hanging out in chat. Fuck you. Ah. Hello, Tikva, Mia, Zia.
Hello, Maya.
Maya, Mia, same thing.
How clear am I?
Perfectly, actually.
Yeah, see, this is why I want to do the game. It's the only time I'll ever be this clear.
That is fair. I need to switch up the characters on Twitch to make sure that it gives you it's you guys and not the other team or the extension.
Oh, I think my dinner just arrived, so I might have to just bail out again.
That's fine. Go ahead and go grab your dinner.
Yeah, I'll eat fast.
Or don't.
I'll rush back.
That's fine.
Anyway, I'll be back.
Alright, sounds good. Have fun. For those wondering, I'm planning on killing the party tonight, so there's death on the horizon. There is made up. I take it they made up and no longer want to murder each other. I don't think that to be true, but we'll find out. There we go. Now the group of players, you can see their health. You can see it slowly dwindle down. For those watching on Twitch, for those watching at home on YouTube, well, you all should be watching at home. Good luck. There's no way to watch the audio or watch the health and all that. I want some less. Let's find some good music for this. No, let's see. Let's see if I can find something that falls under this. Let's see. All right, there's gotta be some good D&D music while I look. I really need to get separate audio tracks for this stuff. Alright, I can work with this. It's louder than I was expecting, so let's turn it down a little bit. It'd be nice if I could switch my audio tracks in my own friggin' headphones. Oh, that would also help if I turned up my mic all the way. Just realized it was all the way down again. That helped. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Oh man. Alright. Let us prepare for the end of days. For those who don't recall, last time... Oof, wow, that's loud in my headphones. Ooh, let me turn that down a little bit. Trent knows It's a trap. Yes. Let's turn that down a lot, actually, because that's killing my headphones. There we go. So, for those who weren't here for the last session for the amateur hour, unfortunately, the amateur hour has fallen. They died. It was a sad day. Not really. So, we will be continuing on with a new party. The way amateur hour ended up dying, for those wondering, if you've seen the previous episodes, they managed to get themselves captured and killed overall by the bone scales after Gon heroically tried to poison Greg, giving him a massive poison resistance. It worked out greatly for them. In all honesty, totally worked out perfectly. And with Gon killed immediately by Greg's Alethian abilities, his psionic powers, the group didn't really make it much farther. They ran to the forest, heading north, hoping to hit the Red Orc lands. And as they traveled through a dense cave to hold out and hide out for the night, they managed to only end up causing themselves more trouble as they found a dead camper inside of a tent with his armor melted onto his body, at which case they then realized that they had been trapped inside of a very dangerous rockworm that swallowed them whole and killed them with both gas and fire. Because remember, you don't fuck with Greg. That's rule number 1 of D&D. Greg is numero uno. Although I have a feeling that the Grim Legacy is planning his death at some point. Most likely. More than likely at this point. Let's get something more eerie. Scary. Let's see what we get. No. Oh, here we go. Waiting to see if the music pops up. Give me a second. 1 second. Dun dun dun. Now that should work. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, now we're just waiting for the players to join. I'm just gonna sit here and talk awkwardly to myself as no one's here to chat with me. So, you know, it's fantastic as far as that goes. Yeah. I don't know. As far as what's going on today, the new group will be finding themselves with only 3 of 5 people here. We did, of course, lose Rands, unfortunately, due to a minor discussion. But Rands and himself and E2 are the only 2 to have survived the amateur hour and get out before things went south. Lucky Rands. Yeah. And all should be ready to go as the group continues on and hopefully doesn't die. So, we'll see how things go. I am still waiting on them to join. It would be great if they would, cause you know, they're not here yet and I'm lonely. I'm about ready to leave them and go talk to our great players of Aeron, Zopip. You know what? Actually, in fact, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get a little forecasting up beforehand. Hey, assholes! Since I'm on pre-show and no one's showing up, I needed someone to talk to.
I'm playing Darkest Dungeon.
Oh. So, what do you guys believe the odds of rejected potential actually living through today?
1,000,000 to 1.
Fair. Jesus, that was loud music.
If they're smart, they could survive.
You think so? Well,
what's happening?
Well, right now I'm just hanging out in general because none of them have showed up to amateur hour game chat, so I needed someone here during pre-show. I was tired of talking to myself. It was kind of lonely, if I'm honest. So.
Well, you're a lonely guy.
Shut up, both of you. But no, so
Deported.
for those who, since I don't think they're watching right now, hopefully they're not watching. Me and Wolf have cooked up something very unique and very interesting. Now, Wolf had convinced me not to use an actual NPC character for this battle, because
Okay, so here's the thing.
Don't spoil it
I'm
though.
not gonna spoil anything, but instead of using just a straight monster, like the actual monster card, he actually made that had a class and everything to be each monster.
Uh-huh.
And because of the class, it would have probably tripled the difficulty.
And there were gonna be a lot of them. It was gonna be a slaughter.
Yeah, it was gonna be the same amount.
Yeah, it was so bad. Well, I'm trying
They
to make
wouldn't have survived in the first.
situation.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting bout. I mean, the current setup for the XP, according to my CR calculations, it's supposed to be considered a hard difficulty. Given I am throwing in a little surprise, it brings it up to deadly. I don't believe they're gonna survive, but Wolf did talk me into giving them some NPCs to try and give them the hint that this is a dire situation. So we'll see how things go today. I mean, my bet, honestly, is that Fuka's gonna die.
No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna go with yes.
I'm gonna say Fuka.
I don't think he's gonna die just because he's learned to run away.
Well, alright.
Now.
So my thinking, if Fuka dies, I think Zia's gonna die, or Dibus is gonna die, her pet. Dibus will probably actually die trying to save her, most likely, because, you know, given the situation, I have a feeling they're gonna try and fight. If they haven't learned by now that they need to run, that's not my fault at this point. I think I've made it pretty clear. When I give you an out, you should think about it. I mean, you know, you do have a chance. It's just it's not always a very good chance, and I roll really well, unfortunately. So, not as well as some players, but you know, better than the average.
Cameron.
So, but yeah, I think that Bastion, who will be playing Calixius, will probably make it. Since Wolf kind of gave him some good advice. And 50-50 on Vutha, even since Never's not actually playing today and giving Maya control. We'll see if she survives.
Why would they ever do that?
Wait, control of what character?
Vutha's Never's character Vutha, which is her lizard folk, is gonna
Can I control it?
No,
please.
Can I control it?
I want it. I want it. DM, I want it so bad.
God damn it! No, shut up, both of you.
You know I always get what I want.
Only when you pay for it.
Come on, man. I'll suck your dick.
And there goes
some crack.
There goes our PG-13 rating, and Twitch shuts me down. Oh, great. God damn it.
When did we ever have it?
I mean, Amateur Hour did. They didn't have too many issues. Oh, man. Nope. So, yeah.
Or the M-rated stream.
I think, honestly, because they lost Rands is the only character I would say 100% would have a chance to have survived this, just because of the fact that he is the only character in this group that I think understood when you get a chance, run. Because that's what happened in the Amateur Hour. He knew when to run. So, I don't know if it was due to the fact that, you know, maybe he's played more D&D or what, but yeah, the kid had a good idea on it. We'll see how Chloe does when we get them on. We do have a new player coming in, but they are unfortunately gone due to Mother's Day happening today for them, which I didn't think that was the case in foreign countries. I thought Mother's Day was on the same day in every country. What day is Mother's Day on for Oz?
I think it's just time zone.
We have another Canadian?
No, he's not Canadian.
Wait, then why'd you ask for Fraz?
Well, because Fraz is the only other person in here that's actually from a foreign country that we can ask for reference.
No idea.
Who's the new player from?
He's from Mexico. Well, he's actually Brazilian originally and moved up to Mexico.
Pretty sure it's just time zone.
Well,
no, that doesn't
make
it.
sense.
Yes, it totally does. You're the idiot, DM. You don't understand. You go 10 inches, it is 10 inches farther in time. That's how time works. I'm a genius. You're welcome.
So on those odds on Trent dying, I'm taking bets now if anybody's interested. Alright, I'm gonna go join Bastion, so I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for your opinion and your ideas. I hope you enjoy the stream. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Don't worry, we were just taking odds on how everyone dies.
Gotcha.
And I hear Wolf has given you some insider tips on how to survive in the D&D world that I've designed.
Yeah.
Do you sound depressed at that?
I mean, the good news is I've got a backup character planned.
Uh-huh.
So, worst case scenario,
I
I
feel
can get that rolling.
bad when my players have to have a backup character. But at the same time, I'm kind of proud in the fact that you guys know that I make games real. War ends all. I will stab you in the face. Oh, don't worry. They're already plotting to see who gets what loot from your guys' corpses. So,
Nice.
it's gonna be real fun here. Oh man.
I mean, the best part lies that none of them is going to be able to use my sword.
That's true. Well, you can also relax in the fact that since you guys will be starting out in a country they're gonna have a hard time getting to, I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh yeah, that too.
I mean, yeah, should be interesting to see how today goes. I've been messing around with my D20 today, and it's rolling nothing but 20s, so you guys are probably screwed. Just as forewarning, and yeah.
But that also means you rolled all the 20s out of it already.
Yeah, I don't think so, unfortunately. Oh shit, that's a natural one. Maybe I did. Fuck. Well, I guess we're gonna have some interesting situations today. Hi there, Fuka.
Hello. Oh,
What?
I also bought Stellaris, so yeah.
Why? You're not supposed to be spending money. God damn it, Fuka. Terrible person. Shame on you. Be shamed. Why is it saying Deadman is a color white? Well, it's not inaccurate, but... Alright. Sweet. So let me blind that so you guys can't see the map, but I can have it set up on the right game. Perfect. Wolf, no! No! I can see you in chat. God damn it. Wolf's whispering to me. They can see you, Wolf! They can't read the... They can! They just have to be watching... Most of the time they watch on the stream. It's not only us. There is one more person in here. At least.
Hi, I'm in there.
Oh, there you go. See, Fuka's in there. Now you're sharing a space with the gay man. Feel free to enjoy that. Our gay Black Dynamite.
You say that now, yet I'm going to be the one who gets you.
I'm not. I mean, it's not an insult. It's just it's the fact. You look like Black Dynamite, and you're gay. I mean,
My fucking god.
come here, boy. Oh God, Wolf wants you to come over to him. I'd be careful, Wolf. He now has a boyfriend, so you know and the kid's Catholic apparently. One day we'll get to meet Fuka's new boyfriend, and that'll be the day Fuka becomes single again. Oh man. So, yeah, the guides rate your odds.
Some things that
What?
I really didn't like, and it terrified me.
Who?
Whoa.
Why is he messaging you?
Yes, he keeps saying how he's gonna dominate me.
That's kinky.
Well, I mean, you did say you were interested, so you kind of brought this on yourself, I'll be honest.
But I didn't, so...
Now, the more important question is Fuka gonna sacrifice his poor boar that I will totally hate him for?
Let's see. You sent us in a dungeon where it's going to be a hard difficult. I don't think
it's a
it's going to
dungeon.
be possible for me to save the boar.
The poor boar. My poor boar named Robert. For those who
Should
watch.
have named him. Should have named him Baratheon. Fuck.
Yep. I'll save your party if you. I'm not reading that out loud. God damn it.
Snoo me off.
Yep. I mean, theoretically, Zilpip is probably the only person who could save you guys in the situation you're going into. He kind of, Wolf helped me design this. Now, I will admit, Wolf is probably not going to take credit for the sadisticness of what I've designed, but he did make sure that I toned it down a tad. As I mentioned in we were talking about in pre-show before I came on here. Wolf talked me out of using PCs for the monsters, which I was playing on, because that would have upped the difficulty so much, and had me use a monster sheet instead. And I mean, I agreed with him after I saw the difference, because honestly, the difference was rather staggering. Although it would have been enjoyable for me.
Figured it would have been for you.
I mean, it's my enjoyment that matters here. Would have at least tripled the difficulty. Yeah, Wolf's right on that. And look, for those watching today, look forward to tomorrow's episode when we have the face-off of Zilpip and Aaron, and maybe the rest of the party, with the current situation they're going into. Fraz is here to see your demise.
You're gonna let Zilpip and Arid duke it out?
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Oh boy.
Let's see who wins, the sentient dick or the flamethrower. The smallest dragon versus the largest dick in the world. The questions must be answered. Research shall be made. The world shall understand who will win. And it should be a good fight tomorrow. This is a good warm-up for me. Because I have a feeling by tomorrow I'm going to have... oh yeah, Fuka's part of that campaign tomorrow. Oh god, it's going to be bad. So for those wondering...
no, I am. I'm going to be there tomorrow.
I've been designing up the my most politically intriguing campaign for the Grim Legacy because rejected potential keeps dying. And thus...
You've only died once.
Well, let's see. You lost Gone.
Well, that doesn't count.
Then you lost your party. Then Bastion woke up a god that wasn't supposed to be woken up again.
You're welcome.
It seems like you guys keep fucking up my world more and more, and I'm just having to run everything through and try and figure out what to do. It's causing more and more lore for me to write, which is just giving Fuka more of an irritation because certain things have been left alone and not done yet, like the world map. The world map I've been holding off on like no other. Yeah. So, anyways, as I was saying though, it should be interesting to see what happened. Where are DM's favorite children? Well, until Rejected Potential gets their feet, a little more wet, yes. Although, I got to admit, I find the fact that we have some more unique players in the other group. Some people who don't min-max Fraz. Fucking asshole. 13 stealth. How the hell does that even happen at level 4?
I want to get 13 stealth on my rogue.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, like, damn, man. Talk about min-maxing. It's alright. When Grim Legacy does die, Wolf will be taking over as DM for his own campaign, and I'm going to min-max my favorite character. I have a character I designed for 5e that is fucking breaks the game almost completely. So I'm excited. I don't want to say because Wolf is gonna... Well, I mean, obviously I'm playing a dwarf. I mean, I don't play anything else anymore. Unless Wolf demands that I have to play a random character, which in that case, I'll just do a randomize at a specific level and see what I get. Which might actually be more interesting to try, because I've never done a character with magic, personally, other than when I've DM'd, so...
I'm curious to see what you're like as a player, not as a bloodthirsty DM.
An idiot.
Probably still a bloodthirsty biatch.
My barbarian dwarf decided to go and attack a group of cultists, and that weren't really cultists, they were priests, but I called them cultists, and I was level 3. I
Oh.
charged into the main church of the very prosperous town and got my ass kicked by what would be the equivalent of Templars. It's quite fun.
Sounds like it.
Fraz, min-maxing is you. You and your rogue. You're fucking 13 plus. What is Wolf messaging me about? Oh, Wolf just pinned something. What did you pin? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that's something I've got to make tomorrow for your Wolf. I forgot about the xenomorph thing.
So, are we doing the game then? Sure.
Yeah, we're doing the game today.
Okay, do I
It's
get...
time to play the game.
Vufa said I could play as her character, so am I actually do that? Or...
Yeah, you're welcome to. You can use her or open up her character sheet.
Yeah, she has a...
But
yeah,
if she dies when
or-
she's not here, you got a lot of splaining to do.
Yeah.
No, she'll be able to watch this. She'll
Because I'm not retconning to
get
save
back
you from
roll.
being, yelled at. If you can access her character sheet, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, she set up
Okay.
for me, so I can...
Alright, yeah, that's fine. So the current odds, for those wondering on the betting pool, so before we start, is that Zarus will survive, Dibus will probably die,
Yeah.
and Calixius will be the only other survivor.
What?
So...
Not the rogue?
No.
I mean the bard.
Well, I mean, you're a bard. Jesus.
I'm a spy bard.
Wow.
I'll seduce my way out of everything.
Alice has barely survived, and he doesn't go into combat much for that reason.
Yep, that's the
I'm the
reason.
healer. I'll help other people. Maybe.
I mean, it's more the fact that bards are squishy. And I like to roll dangerous beings. All right, so
You're
let's get it started. Welcome for those who are watching on YouTube, and for those who are watching on Twitch. I hope you enjoy the show. Alright, so last time we left off, even though I did this in the pre-show, but just to remind my players, Gon tried to kill Greg with a poison potion, failed terribly, got herself killed, by getting basically what would be the equivalent to what the kids say of mind fucked. And after that, Bastion, along with, I forget the other fucking character that Fuka played, because he was unimportant and
Sabine.
uninteresting.
Bitch.
Sabine, the
Fucking
terrible ranger who only managed to do one decent thing the entire campaign.
Let's
Um,
see.
Killed.
Let's see. How many battles have we been in? Oh,
And-
right. One.
And Tikva, who managed to be the most interesting wizard I've ever seen play in a campaign, and by interesting, I mean she didn't die right off
Bad.
the bat.
I was bad.
Well, I mean, you could have been worse. I've seen worse. I watched Trent play a bard the first time around. I mean, it's amazing when you manage to get blamed for killing the, basically a king's brother, without doing anything and just being in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
I just had bad luck, which
Yep.
I did have. It was
But what happened after the three managed to take a run for it? They decided to hide in a cave where they found some interesting armor. At which point, gas and fire started pluming out of every orifice in the cave, which later turned out to be a very dangerous rockworm that the bone scales pretty much owned and modified into a sort of viewing area to watch as people are eaten and absorbed by this poor thing. Bastion at that point teleported out of there to awaken a forgotten snake god of dangerous proportions in the Red Orc lands, and Tikva and Sabine died horribly, being digested and eventually crapped out into a pile of dirt.
Can I ask a question, DM?
Yes, you are welcome.
If I hadn't told Bash to open the emblem or whatever, would the fire trap happen?
No, it would not have kicked off.
So it was my.
Basically, the only reason the worm actually awoken, because it was actually sleeping at the time, was because you guys fucked with that symbol.
No more symbols. Zia hates symbols.
Always make sure
Not
to do
canon.
make sure to have plenty of investigation and see if anybody has any understanding of, like stone cutting comes in a lot of handy for things like that. It's good to have a dwarf in your company.
I did roll investigation on it.
And if I remember right, you failed miserably. Or no, I
The
led.
perception check I failed, but for the symbol I did investigation. I
Yes,
did
you did
decent.
very well with the investigation on figuring out what the symbol was. Unfortunately, no one noticed the cracks, and no one else heard the ticking of the mechanisms in the background. And now I know Bastion's dying to play because he's been wanting this for a while because we've missed out for like 2 weeks now. So, let's get it started. Your group find this. Allow me to introduce the rejected potential as they have renamed themselves and rebranded to hopefully keep Greg from outright murdering them. Have found themselves in the territory of Armenia after about a year's worth of time out here. You guys were tasked by Greg and the Crimson Talon to set up contact with the natives and start building up a base of operations. So that way you could start developing trade in the area and basically run the town and a second guild hall another guild hall for the Crimson Talon organization. The entire time you've spent here, you have seen nothing but clear fields and no beings or any sort of signs of life the entire time you were here. Your group consists of those who want to introduce themselves. I'll start at the top with Fuka. Go ahead and introduce your character.
Hi, my name is Zaris Ravensong. I am a druid that specializes in beast taming. I am the apprentice of Greg, so yeah.
Hoping to win over some love there. All right.
Yes.
And next up, Bastion. Go ahead.
I am Kilxius, a terrible red orc warlock with a hexblade focus or possession.
Class, subclass, sure, alright.
Yeah.
Whatever a hexblade is, alright. And lastly, go ahead, Maya.
Okay, sorry, my mic was muted. I play as the sibling to Zaris and the cousin of Tikva Silversong. I am Zaya, River Song, and I am a bard, and I am also a spy slash criminal. So I wouldn't say she's the nicest. She's also a little bit stuck up, fabulous, kind of annoying, as bards are, I'd say. Oh, and then I have Dibus, who is my companion. He doesn't talk much. He's a fellas, stoic. And then I'm also playing Vutha's character, but I'm not sure how she wants her played, so yeah.
And that would be Never, for those wondering, playing the character of Vutha, a lizard folk sorcerer barbarian with a draconic background. Alright. And then, of course, the player who will be joining them eventually will be Chloe. Unfortunately, Chloe is not here. However, they will be playing a fighter, monster hunter, basically a fancy ranger that actually works because, rangers suck. Ain't that right, Sabine?
Fuck off, bitch.
Well, I mean, Sabine did so well. Only managed to kill one vampire? Oh, man. Alright. Let me just pull up some character sheets real quick, so that way I can make sure I can kill you properly. Because otherwise, where's the fun in it? Alright. And you guys got some decent setups, So as you guys find yourself set up in this small fort after about a year's worth of time you spent here, overall, everything's gone well, surprisingly. Like I said, it was quiet. The scouts have continued to report nothing going on and have basically decided that maybe it might be time to start setting up a trade route between the Isle of Man and the Armenian coast to start developing more cities and bring in more merchants. As you guys have started setting this up, you set most of your or your troops at this point. You don't need to talk to yourself. It's okay. Butha can be silent. So can Dibus. And Divis
But I
will
want
be
to talk about. I want Dibus to talk. Is the
and
problem?
Dibus will be voiced by me, by the way, in this case.
Oh.
So, because he is basically the DM's NPC to make sure that you lot survive a little longer than a few episodes this time.
Do a
Dibus
Brazilian
is,
accent.
I am not doing a Brazilian accent.
Dibus is my child. Dibus is my not child. He is my
Dibus is
companion.
older than you. I was gonna say he cannot
But
be your child.
I saved him from death, so like, he's small. She like doesn't doubt his power, but she's like, look at this little dude. I'm gonna braid his fur, and I'm gonna give him all of my half of
We
my
went-
treasure.
We went from
Or-
George to Dibus.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Dibus
you know.
is...
By the way, for those wondering, George Bush out there is still alive and thriving.
Yay!
Mm.
He made it.
Dibus is just like standing me.
This is news,
because
because I thought you said he burned to death last time.
I did, but I decided to retcon that. Anyways, I don't know why Wolf's bothering me right now.
he owes a life debt to me. That's the only reason Dibus probably stands. I'm not gonna lie.
Wolf, bother me after campaign, please. Stop messaging me or type in the chat. All right. So yes, as you guys sent out most of your sent out most of the troops to guard the caravans that are being sent out with the valuable goods that you guys have been able to acquire and the rare materials you have found. I'm reading, Wolf. Don't worry. Feel free to type what you need to. Although the rest of them can see it, so just forewarning.
No, we can't. We don't see your Discord right now.
No, but Steam. He's in stream chat.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the stream pulled
Oh,
up,
it's
so-
not that she can't control him. That's not the thing. I'm voicing him. That's basically it.
Yeah.
She will be controlling him and rolling his attacks. Don't worry.
So if he dies, I get blamed.
Yeah, basically.
Although, to be fair, his stats are as good as Aya's, so if he survives, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I'm not going to answer that. So, as you guys have found yourselves in the small fort, getting everything set up, as the ships have left about a week ago, time has gone on. You had been received the news that waters had been troubling as of recent due to some very large beasts of sorts that have been blocking many of the normal trade routes between Armenia and the Isle of Dara at this point. So, as you guys have spent the days here waiting for the caravan or the ships to return with more fortune and fame and trade goods. Goddamn, I will have to turn off chat because it's fucking distracting me. You guys everything seems quiet. It seems a normal day when with everything going on. One of the ships has finally returned. This is about mid-April-ish at this point. You lot have had plenty of time to get to know each other roughly, having spent many a time going on scouting missions, checking in local areas, and reporting back to Greg, who seems to be in a generally good mood. Although after about a couple weeks ago, after a slight attack from an organization that was fended off, luckily, he seems to be improving overall. Noting that you only have one ship that has managed to return in the time period, and that the day has been quiet, things seem kind of off as the scouting party hasn't returned. Someone figured something out. As you guys start to look outside of the fortress, the scouting party suddenly seems to be rushing in at an extreme rush. As over the sunset, or the sunlight, oh, I can't talk today, fucking
Just
Christ.
say horizon.
Thank you. That's better. Alright, so yes, over the horizon, you start to smell in the air a thick stench of death, and blood and battle can be heard far off. Swords clanging, drums beating, as something large seems to be coming your way. The scouts seem to rush up in a complete panic, pale. One of them is missing an arm as he's holding it, barely hanging on to consciousness as he almost basically collapses as he comes through the gates. And one of the scouts just suddenly yells out loudly, "Death! Death for all!" and seems to pass out completely. You notice
Quite
at
a
that
cheery
point,
fellow.
You notice at that point he has 3 arrows sticking out of his back that seem to be barbed all the way up the wood. The clouds clear, the sky is blue, and over the hill you see what looks to be dark shadows coming towards you. One pops up, then another, then 10, then thousands. And before you know it, from what you can roughly count, there are 30,000 troops. Lightly armored, most with basic bronze or wooden weapons, looking on at you. As the entire battlefield goes quiet and you lot are stuck standing there, or staring at them. You hear shouting, and the clouds start to darken and come around you. The storm starts to brew. What would you like to do?
So,
Well.
are there any immediate escape routes like roads, horses, boats?
There's one boat that can fit about 30 people onto it at this point. There's your group plus about 3 knights, 3 mages, and a small group of merchants. So that number about 40.
What's the weather like at sea?
Well, the sea seems to be clear off in the distance once you get out of the initial harbor.
Where's the nearest land for him?
According to what you would know, would be the Isle of Adara, which is also known as the Isle of Man, and that's about a week's journey.
Do we have supplies for that?
You don't know.
Are
Is
they
the
hostile?
boat ready?
The boat seems ready to leave. It was supposed to be leaving the next day, with the merchants heading out with another piece of the trading caravan.
Oh boy.
Ardara, is it like peaceful towards Crimson Talon?
The Isle of Adara is known to basically that is the land where the time fornicators, as many of you are really well aware of, and such a great fucking name to remember in history. That's where they made their last stand, supposedly.
Oh.
30k troops in before charge, rejected potential, question mark, more like wasted potential. Ouch. So yes, you see one orc seems to be standing in the middle of the bunch. He seems larger than the others. In fact, Calixius, he seems actually almost to your size, although he is a green orc. Now you've never seen green orcs before, but you've heard rumors of your cousins in the far-off lands. They're supposed to be smaller than the red orcs, much smaller.
So, Kilkis, about this green orc, you think you can kill it?
I mean, if he's in control of everything out there, we can definitely be killed. There's no doubt against that.
Wait, DM, you said there are like 30,000 troops, right?
That's what you get a rough count of, Zia, with your general knowledge.
What race are they? Are they all orcs?
They're all green orcs, from what you can tell. How I will mention something you do notice. As you look out onto the field, especially for Calixius, given the fact that of your background with orcs, you know that orcs don't tend to gather in hordes, at least in your homeland. The tribes like to fight each other for territory, and typically when a tribe chieftain is defeated, they are absorbed into the other tribe. Also, the tribe chieftains are typically the most powerful, typically either magic or physically. It's very rare usually to find an orc that is magical, given your background. You've been very well experienced with this. The other thing you know is that they like to carry their banners into battle when they do go to war. And as you're looking out there, you see some simple banners that remind you very much of your homeland. You see a blackened crow on a blue field, a broken hand on a red field, what looks to be a paw with a strike through it on a green. And as you start to look over, you count about 7 different types of banners, but one seems to be higher than all the rest, and that is a giant black banner with a white thunderbolt on it. Or lightning bolt.
But something isn't right here. The
Like
orcs
what?
the orcs don't work as tribes normally. They
That means
Well,
someone's.
they battle it out until there is one victor and the rest of the tribe joins them.
That means someone else is organizing this, then.
Oh joy, they're in a coalition.
You hear the drums start to beat slowly as the rain starts to pour. The smell of the air is thick with of death, and the sounds just booming of drums and what sounds like far off thunder as it starts to
DM.
crash. Yes.
I recall hearing tales of gods being released by a group that we will not mention. And can I make a magic check to see if this reads any forgotten god energy or anything of the sort, like a control spell or something?
You want to see if there's... Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check to see if you can tell if there's any divine magic in this. And let me know what you get.
Okay.
I'm blue dabba dee dabba die, yeah. Fraz, green orcs probably don't taste good, I imagine. Well, I mean, Calixius, what do you think you taste like? Hatred, I'd guess?
Oh yeah, definitely years of dirt and mud.
Yeah.
I
Assuming
got a
I don't bathe a
10.
whole lot.
There we go. You got a 10?
Yeah, I got distracted. Wait. This is a ability check, right?
This is an Arcana check.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I was just looking at something. Yeah, I
So-
rolled bad and I was distracted.
So you got a 10, you said?
Yeah, 10.
It's all pretty palpable that these orcs do have some sort of divine magic behind them, but it does not seem to be controlling from what you can tell.
Just boosting.
Mhm.
So, Killicus, what is it? Tell us about your gods first, then, while we go to this boat, because we ain't fighting at all.
Hey,
Do
DM,
it.
while they're talking, can I go make sure there are like supplies on the boat?
Sure.
That seems to be our only escape.
And Calixius,
I want to make sure there's food.
your gods, I mean, they vary with almost every Red Orc tribe. There's so many gods that have been brought.
There are too many gods to really tell you about. Though I can tell you a little bit about the one that I worship, which would be Ashamar. If in out of character, I could get the history stuff pulled up.
I don't know if I filled out Ashamar stuff yet, but let me check. He might be. Actually,
Oh.
I can pull up that quicker with a link.
Yeah, you,
I'm distracted. Help! Yeah, you're gonna die. It's okay, Zia. Wasted potential was accurate. We can ship it now. All right, let us see if he is in here. I do not recall.
he's not. No,
Yeah.
he's in there, but it's blank.
So Ashamar, from what you've heard, from what you knew of him growing up, what the hell, is a god who's of violence, darkness, and death. The whole idea is that wherever he travels, ash is nothing but is left. He is pretty much a plague on the world and devours all.
So I'm gonna just pass that information on to Zaris.
Ah, neat.
And most of the Red Orc gods are like that, to be fair.
Sounds like a grand old
So
time.
basically, in a general sense, any of the Red Orc gods, they leave nothing but a trail of ash. Is this correct?
Trail of
Ash
death.
and death, yeah.
So you know much about the Red Orcs and their gods. Well, yours specifically, but the Green Orcs are completely different.
Yeah, they're. I mean, we're obviously, since we're orcs, we're like related in a way, but I don't know much about them. We've never experienced them before because they live off in these lands.
Ah, so they're
As you
basically
guys
the
continue-
hippies family.
As you guys continue your casual conversation, drums start to beat faster.
All right. Okay.
I'm
I-
asking
I-
for
Warriors on-
information with Dibus.
What?
I wanted to ask around to see if anyone knew why they just started declaring war. Like if anyone survived the scouting party.
None of the scout. Well, one scout's unconscious, and there's dead. There were 4 of them originally, but 2 of them didn't make it back. So the one who's unconscious, Divis seems to be poking with a stick currently, trying to wake him up, but to no avail. It seems that he may have died just from natural causes or from fear.
So he is for sure dead. Could I like see if there's a pulse?
Do a medicine check for me.
Okay, let's hope I roll better. I need the information.
Guys, I think our best bet now might be to get to the boat.
16.
16. He has a pulse, but it's very light. Very faint.
Is there any way to wake him up? Like, would I know a way?
Theoretically, you could try and wake him up by hitting him, shocking him. There are many ways to wake up someone who's unconscious.
Let me see what
salts.
cantrips I have. Smelling salts.
As you start to, you notice the army starts to move forward en masse.
Okay, Robert,
I don't
come
care.
on, let's go.
I'm gonna grab the supplies I can and get on the boat with everyone.
The
wait.
boar grunts and just kind of starts walking towards the boat. Divis
come on!
Divis kind of looks at you for a second, looks back out the field and smiles at Calixius and says, "I bet you we could take him."
Oh boy.
What was that? I cut out.
He looks
Me
at
too.
Calixius and says, "I bet you we could take him."
How do you suppose
I don't-
that?
I
He
don't
points
think we
with his
can.
spear, or with his quarterstaff, and says, "The big one in the middle. We kill it, and they leave."
Are
Although,
you certain of this?
as he kind of looks out, he says, "I will mention it does look like there's something going on with his hand. It seems to be glowing blue."
Good
Oh, boy.
job, Dibis. I couldn't see that this far away.
Well,
But-
I am a tabaxi, we fellas, and I was once a hero, just as a...
Oh, I know. Before the thing.
But to get to him, we gotta go through them.
Or challenge him.
Are there any? Is there any like
Wait,
positions we
Zia,
could set up sneak
One
attack?
second.
Yes.
Hey, Kilixis, tell us about your not policy, but the rules for the orcs. Do they have an honor-bound?
Short answer would be yes. Chieftains cannot back down, otherwise they look weak and lose their position of power.
Kilixis, you should do this. Imagine an entire army of green orcs at our disposal.
The drums beat louder as the army starts to continue to move forward. Oh, well, that fucking... Here, I'll just delete that. Boop. Yes?
I think our best option is to get to the boat.
So we either fight or flee. The age-old question. Can I, like, roll to see if I can see this magic Dibis mentioned?
Well, as you start to look out, the army starts to move closer and closer. They're at this point where the knights have started to head out and are preparing for battle. The
Are they
orcs are within arrow distance at this point.
Dibis,
about-
how sure are you that this will solve our problem? What if the orcs don't uphold their rules?
He says, "I don't know. I'm not an orc. I see the guy out there, and my
They've
thing is we
already-
kill him."
They've already broken rules that go back in time, merging tribes and working together.
The main orc seems to be charging forward, grunting and shouting in Orcish. Does anybody speak Orcish by chance?
I do.
Let me check.
Alright.
I could
I
cast
speak
comprehend
Orcish.
languages, but I don't want to waste a spell slot if I'm like the healer. No, I don't speak it.
Alright, let's go, Zia.
Alright, Calixius, from what you can understand, he is calling you lot out and calling you cowards, and challenging you to fight him and his army.
What's he saying, Kilcius?
He's calling us out. He wants us to fight.
All of us against 30,000? Does he take us for fools?
You hear him shout even more.
Unless-
I am Stormclaw. I rule these
Wait.
lands.
DM.
And as he says this, a lightning strike goes right in front of him and bursts to the ground into fire. As he just laughs. Yes.
Can I see if the army is an illusion? If there's magic at play to make it seem like he has more men?
When you rolled the
Just-
Arcana check at first, no would be an answer.
Can I perception maybe? Or investigation?
Well, I'm saying the fact that it does not seem like there's any magic going on besides him.
Oh. Okay, so it's a real army. That's assuring. What is all the other people around doing? Are they getting on the boat or taking up defensive positions?
The knights have sallied out and are getting ready to go into combat. The mages have positioned themselves on the far side to start shooting fireballs the best they can, and that the merchants and stuff are gathering on the boat, getting ready to leave you all up behind to die.
And the ocean still looks okay.
Yeah, it's slightly stormy at the harbor, but it looks okay in the distance.
Guys,
Would you like a chance to plan?
perhaps yes.
I'll tell you what.
Guys,
I'm gonna give you a second to plan while I run to the restroom.
guys, he can cast lightning. I have a feeling if we go out to shore, he's gonna strike the boat's sails down and drown us.
Okay, so let's see.
If
We
they-
either.
I
we
think
either-
he's
Hmm?
I think they're working for that forgotten lightning storm giant god with the lightning banner. And I think they hate us because we're
Yes.
Crimson Talons. So maybe if we convince them we don't like Crimson Talons and want to change sides, they'll allow it.
That's not possible.
I mean, nothing's impossible if you roll good enough. It just depends if we roll good enough.
Dear sister, you're so kind but so naive
No,
at the same time.
Out of character, Fuka.
And this is in character. You are naive and stupid sometimes. But
Says the one who doesn't know our cousin's murderer, but I won't get into that. We don't have the time.
anyway, Calixtus, you need to do this. This is upholding against orc rules. If you want to, we can
Upholding
leave.
against green orc rules.
Oh man,
He
This has
doesn't know
nothing
the
to do with me.
I pulled my hamstring almost doing that. Goddamn headphones.
Fucking
Had to jump and it caught on my sandals. Alright,
hell.
so, to answer the questions. Alright, so as you guys are starting to kind of formulate a plan, you hear out a loud charge coming from Stormclaw as his entire army starts to go forth and move. At
Can I
this-
yell out in Orcish at Stormclaw?
Sure.
Alright. Stormclaw, who is your god?
He doesn't answer. He completely ignores you outright.
Are you willing to challenge him, Kilcius?
He points at you, Kilcius, as you ask that, and he says, "Weak," and shoots a lightning bolt straight at you. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty.
Boat, seems.
Time to drag my sister to the boat. Let's
As
go.
the orcs, as this is
gonna
happening, by the
drown
way,
us.
the orcs are starting to attack the walls, and some are starting to manage to get in. The knights are getting overwhelmed. The mages' position starting to fall as the orcs horde continues to charge. It doesn't seem to end at 30,000. There's more coming over the hill as they speak.
Can I?
That was a 4.
That was a 4.
Boy.
You take
Oh no.
2 points of lightning damage. Don't worry, weak spell. He's not a bright orc,
Is
but
there? Can
Yes.
how far away is the main
he?
orc?
well, currently with where you're standing, in the back, staying with Zarus, you're about at least over 100 feet away.
Oh, so I was gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
good idea. Piss him off. That'll work well for you.
Just I don't know what to do.
As the horde charges forth, this is your last chance before I make you roll initiative. What
I
do you
lift
wish to do?
Zia. I lift Zia over my shoulder and
I
book
will
it to the boat.
resist.
Okay,
I'll go to the boat, but I won't get picked up. I don't
Zarus,
like
give me a
boat.
strength check, and Zia, give me a athletics check.
Debis!
Dibus is ignoring you. He is punching an orc in the face right now.
Well, I think the boat we're gonna get drowned in, so I'm resisting. What do I roll again?
Athletics.
Athletic.
Yes.
I got a 7.
I got a 14.
Wow.
Ooh!
Alright. God
I
damn
am
it.
a tough bard.
Alright. So, as you manage to hold him off and keep him from grabbing hold of you and pulling you in, Dibus continues to whack one of the orcs, stabbing it through as it falls off the walls and drops into the horde below. The knights you hear screaming, the mages are crashing, or being attacked and slaughtered, hands are flying. Screams can be heard and the smell of death gets stronger as the fort is starting to be overwhelmed. Vutha turns and runs.
I'm
To
gone.
the boat.
Along
Dibus,
with Chloe.
we have to go.
Pick
Dibus
up
just...
my boar, run.
You're gonna pick up a... Wait. How much does your boar weigh?
I'm pretty sure it's at a teenager stage right now.
Okay, Dibus, we have to go to the boat.
Alright, give me a sec. I gotta find out how much this boar weighs. I wanna know. Someone go and Google how much an average boar weighs.
A
You know, screw it,
lot.
I can look it up. How much does a boar weigh? Because if I
Oh
remember
my
right...
god.
No.
170 to 220 pounds.
Zarus, as you go to pick up the boar, you fail terribly. It does. The boar just seems to squeal and run out of your arms, running after Vutha. Robert's out of here, and he jumps on the boat. The orcs continue to charge forth. You guys can see them as they're coming up, and Dibus shouts, "Run!"
I
Dibus,
look
come
the
on!
book.
Alright, Zarus turns and runs. I assume that Calixius isn't going to stick around and try and fight.
Yeah, no, I'm getting in the boat.
I'm going to the... Is Dibus coming to the boat?
Yeah, he's falling back. He's just trying to hold the line while you retreat.
Okay, I'm retreating, but while I do, I want to turn behind me. Where's the nearest orc? Distance.
About 5 feet from you.
I want to cast a foxfire on it.
Foxfire? Okay.
Oh boy.
It must succeed on wisdom
Wisdom saving
1d10 radiant damage. For wisdom saving throw.
How does a 18 sound?
It passes. I'm trying to see if it takes half.
Should say if it takes half damage.
I don't think it does, but does the glowing effect still happen? No.
Yeah, he starts to glow and he just looks at himself in confusion, looks at you and starts getting ready to and throws a javelin.
I take the confusion. Okay. What are my? Can I shoot him with my crossbow?
Well, he's gonna throw
Well,
his
I
javelin
retreat.
at you as you try to run from him after making himself glow, because he's upset at you for that.
You
Does-
look fabulous.
Does a 19 hit?
I have a 13 armor class. Yeah.
Well, that answers that. So that's 1d6. Wow, that was a terrible roll. Roll. That is 4 points of damage you take as the javelin sticks you, or manages to cut into you as it flies by. Dibus
I'm
comes
on
up
the boat.
Charges down, stabs the orc, and jumps and runs off. As you guys retreat into the boat.
Dibus, I don't know what I'd do without you. I am on the boat.
He smiles at you, says, "Die!" And the boat, he cuts the
Fair
anchor.
point.
Doesn't even bother to untie the anchor or raise it. He just cuts it off as you guys take off at a race. And as the boat starts to row with the merchants down below trying to get everything set up, the boat takes off. You guys find yourselves in the middle of the ocean and you hear Stormclaw laughing at you.
I
He is
have a bad
insulting you.
feeling about this. I am going to just like stressfully pluck at my loot just because I'm stressed out and I don't know what else to do.
Alright. You managed to annoy the boat, but, you know, what's new?
I'm a good bard.
Well, good is a matter of taste here.
I imagine everyone else is also scared. Music
Dibus
helps.
seems to be relaxing.
Well, Dibus is a warrior and I know that, but like the merchants at least probably are scared.
Is there a place on my boat where I could kind of like be by myself?
Yes, you could probably go into the captain's quarters and sit in there for a bit.
How injured are all the people on board?
Most of the merchants seemed fine. One of them starts to sing. DM has been waiting to sing for you guys.
No.
I'm the bard.
Can I hang out in the captain's quarters by myself?
Yeah.
I just want to ask my Hexblade if this is any magic that they've ever seen or anything that they know of.
And you're asking who?
My Hexblade.
He says no. He's never seen any magic like this. But states it's probably from an artifact or an item that's causing this. Typically,
Yeah.
orcs don't do magic like that. At least not according to what the people he's talked to.
Disguise. I bet. Also, can I roll investigation to see what Kilcius is doing? Like,
I'm by myself.
He's in a. You're not gonna
Oh.
notice. The only thing you're gonna notice is that he's gone.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Spy mode activate.
That's fine.
Anyway, I wanted to check on the people who were wounded.
Okay.
Like, how bad? I don't want to waste spell slots, but I also
Most-
don't want to let people die.
Well, the knights that you guys kind of left the knights and the mages behind, but they were being slaughtered anyways. There
Uh-huh.
wasn't really any chance that they were gonna make it to the boat without the line completely collapsing.
Mhm.
So, as you look around, most of the merchants seem pretty fine, other than a little terrified. Dibus has a slight cut on him, but nothing looks like of danger.
I bandage it and clean it.
I got
I-
electrocuted, so I took.
And when he
damage,
tries to
but-
struggle, I sit him down and I make sure the wound gets clean.
He just glares at you like a tough guy. He's like, "Damn it."
Hey, even the toughest soldier can get struck down by a poisoned arrow. I need you alive.
You do
That much
notice.
is clear.
That's my sister.
You do notice that Zarus's boar seems to his little ass has been burned a little bit. There's a char mark on him. He's been grunting for the last few minutes.
What do I have to medicine?
Quiet, Fraz.
Or...
What
Okay.
if you guys left early? Want to know how the knights and mages would have survived? Oh man. No, so yeah, go ahead and roll medicine for that.
Okay, I'm doing it. That's a 9. I'm
9.
not good with boar.
Poor Robert looks at you, grunts, and just goes back to cuddling up to Zarus. He seems to nudge Zarus looking for his food.
A
I toss an
lovely
apple
beast you
towards him.
have.
He seems to grunt appreciative, sits down and chews the apple and completely gobbles it in like 2 bites.
Can I ask again how you managed to meet Robert?
I would like to have the same question for Dibus.
Well, I saved his life on a mission. I was on business and he was there and he needed my help. That seems important. I'm asking how you got a boar as a companion. Like, he's strong, I'm sure, but how'd you
The
tame
boar
it?
grunts.
Was
Tame
it
it?
like...
No. Anything you're thinking of, no. I just found him when he was a wee little pig and nursed him and tamed him.
baby.
Little pig, let me in.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to try to tame Dibus, and I playfully glare at him.
Dibus just
'Cause
kind
in
of
the
looks at
early
you.
days- In
She
the early
glares.
days, he was stubborn. He still is stubborn.
Hi, I can hear you.
I know, you are a tabaxi. Your ears are bigger than my horns.
Well, you know what they
Okay.
say. Bigger the ears. And he goes back
No.
to playing with his staff, cleaning it.
No.
Oi, I was a hero, thank you very much.
And I don't care. You
what have
ain't
you done
touching
with your
my
life?
sister.
I
Taming
was-
animals for a living.
Yeah, traitor.
I'm gonna just go sit by Dibus, I suppose. I'll tend to my weapons and stuff. Can I clean my own wound?
Sure.
I got scratched. Do I roll medicine?
Yes.
Okay.
Do
It
we
wasn't bad, but
Yes.
do
Alexius?
do we have a book like the Amateur Hour and the Grim Legacy did to communicate with Greg?
You do, but yours is fancier. Yours has a golden crown on it.
Okay.
Ooh.
I got a nat
fancy.
one.
Because we should probably have, his little apprentice call Greg and let him know that our little settlement
His
is
loyal
gone.
servant.
All right, so Zia, you as you're starting to bandage yourself, Dibus walks up and just grabs the bandage and starts tightly wrapping it around your arm, looking at you fail terribly, and fixes it up. So it hurts a little bit. It's sore, but it seems to be holding.
I appreciate the gesture. I am so off today. I knew I shouldn't have stayed up. This is what I get for spying around.
And this is what I get for not drinking.
To that. Cheers to that. Is there
And-
ale on the boat?
There is
God.
none that you can see.
enough.
Zaris, as you are kind of sitting there, the book starts to ring that is in your inventory, which I will add later.
Ring, ring.
I took open the book and opened it, seeing a tiny little.
No, as you open or as you look at the crystal and activate it, Greg suddenly appears with you, standing in front of you as the room goes into kind of a very brightly clouded area around you, but everything else has disappeared from around. And he's just standing there, kind of tapping his foot, and says, "You know, I gave you a job, one job."
And you know, it's kind of difficult to deal with it when we have a literal 6,000, probably even more, green orcs
30,000.
nearby.
Your job was to make friends with them. I figured since I trained you, it's just another beast.
Oh, I'm sorry that this beast is bloodthirsty.
Well, I mean, so is every other beast I've ever owned. What's different? I've got a new
This
one that's
one has a mindset.
Yeah, so does my newest one. He's off leading a group called the Grim Legacy. He's got flamethrowers now. You want a mindset? Try taming that.
Yeah, I've heard of that, and I've heard of its.
My newest
No.
pet dragon. I tell you, it's been worth it. But anyways, you had one job, and you could have done, and you failed.
Let's see. 30,000 plus green orcs. A green orc that can be able to cast thunder at will, and not to mention that they all formed a coalition.
Boy, next time I give you an order, you will do it. That's the rule. That's how this goes. If you ever plan to take over the guild for me, when I finally pass, you will do this damn job.
Oh, trust me, I will take over the guild when you pass, but I'm not going to risk my neck for a dead fortress when 30,000 plus soldiers are ready to kill it.
Soldiers, yeah. Well, I've got another mission for you, but I've got bad news for your lot. You might want to inform your party of this.
Oh, joy. What is it now?
We found, well, you remember that trading caravan you lot sent via boat out here?
Yes.
It never showed up. It should have been here a few weeks ago. Last I heard, there might be something in the water.
Oh,
Cthulhu.
great. Tentacle monsters. What's next?
Cthulhu.
Well, I mean, it could be worse. I've heard tale that there are scarier things out there, but there's
Don't tell me you fucked a mermaid.
no, they're worse. They're sea elves. They're like those snow elves that what's his name made. Mr. Snips, I think was his name. But they're worse.
Disgusting bastards.
They're attractive.
Oh god.
Siren.
Yeah, they're good for charming people. I should warn you about that. That's all they're good at.
I'll survive then.
Yay.
I should forewarn. They like to eat. They're not exactly vegetarians. I'd keep.
Really now?
I would keep Robert away. I swear, if you let Robert almost die again, I'm not helping you this time.
Listen, that was one time. One fucking time.
By the way, tell the cat he owes me $20.
1 second. Hey, cat! You owe Greg 20 gold.
Can
Dibus
I-
just nods.
Can I walk into the room and like see the giant Greg all of a sudden and like, uh-oh.
Well, as you walk up to Zaris as he seems to be talking to himself, you suddenly find yourself staring at Greg, and Greg just looks at you and says, not again. Do I have to
Stop.
beat you again, boy? Get out of here, Lexius. Don't make me go get red rum.
I would listen to
Does,
him.
Does my hexblade say anything to me about it?
Yeah, Bastion says, your Hexblade says run. The Ashen Bastion. It screams run. Quickly.
I just
Alright,
look at Greg and walk back to the captain's quarters, I guess.
this is a damn thing.
Alright, so give me some information about these damn water things.
The Sea Elves. Are
Yeah.
we able? Well, if you walk up and stand with Zaris, yeah, you can stand there and listen, or talk, or Greg will see you and be able to talk to him.
Uh,
Otherwise, all you see is Zaris is kind of like in a trance, basically talking to himself.
oh, unless I'm needed, Greg will probably just want to take his anger out on us. I'll stay with Dibus.
Greg says, "Well, the good news is you're unless you go, even if you go to the Isle of Adara, which I guess now is the Isle of Logger. I don't know. Those pesky humans have weird names for their kingdoms. You'll be passing over the open sea, which there'll be a lot of sea elf cities. I'll be honest, we don't have a good relation with them.
What the fuck did you do now?
I didn't do anything, but apparently that trading caravan you sent over here passed over one of their major cities, and border patrol, capture, death.
So, wrong
thing I heard.
place, wrong time. Death.
Lots of panic.
Got it.
Yeah. From what I understand, if you've got anybody who's good, very easily charmed, or you've got a wooden boat, good luck.
Do we have a wooden boat?
The boat is made of wood.
Haha, I knew it. I knew we shouldn't have boarded them.
Alright. Is there any way to counteract with these, or at least get on a good relation with these amphibians?
Yeah, they got a superiority complex, and they worship a blue
Yeah.
dragon, from what I understand.
I'm not about to not be humble to these bitches, so, there's gotta be another way.
I mean, you got a ship full of people.
Only, what, 2 out of the dozen that I like, so.
I don't know. He's like, as far as I know, there's no way of getting
Or
good
the
relations
two.
with this group. My suggestion is probably to make landfall in the Isle of Man and stay over there for the time until you can chart a route over there. From what I understand, Logger has been improving the territories, and he even now has a couple of griffins. From what I understand, that'll transport you to our territories.
Alright, can you give me a traverse map on where to go without breaking one of the cities?
Nope, I can't. I have no chart of the land, of the sea, unless I mean, if you want to go down there, I'll pay you
God
for it.
Damn it. How much?
Well, the quest would be probably if you had to go deal and treat with them. Let's say 1,000 gold pieces.
Each or split?
1,500.
Make it 1,000, and I won't keep Robert the next time you leave.
1,250, and you can keep Robert, so he won't die next time.
Craig just kind of chuckled.
Don't trust them.
He might
He'll
die
eat
by
it.
10x though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He'll get
You know,
eaten.
All right, Robert's a special boar. I'll accept that. 1,250.
Alright.
Good luck
Who's the
making
high-
contact.
Wait, one last question before you dip out.
You
Who
know,
should I be? Who
I've
should I
got a
talk to
job
before
here.
I go?
The other group's sitting there killing each other. I've got work to do here. You know,
I
I've got,
just
it's
need
like
one
pay-per-view.
king
You know,
to
click.
talk to. Okay, asshole.
Book closes and quiets.
God damn it. Alright,
I always
can
am
feel
impressed by
him
how
chuckling.
charming he is.
okay, so there's
It's
gonna
just
be.
gods.
Who wants to come with me down underwater?
That sounds suicidal, and I'm not ready to die yet, brother.
Dibus just looks at you and says, "Hell no, I don't swim. I'm a cat."
I mean,
Figured as
If you
much.
were an aquatic cat, maybe. If I could turn you into a fish, maybe it'd be good, but I don't have that spell.
Don't turn me into things.
I
I
did
can't.
though.
I am a noble hero, thank you very much. I am supposed to do great deeds. Stop trying to turn me into things. You always want to change me.
I don't want to change you. My brother's obsessed with changing people to animals.
Good, go make him change the giant red orc into something useful.
Eh,
No
that's
one
already
has
long
water
gone.
breathing, I assume. No potions of water breathing.
I'm going to first cast Shape Water. Enough for like a nice air-sized bubble for my head.
Okay. And are you just gonna jump in the water?
Yes.
Rip.
What do I do with Robert if you die?
As he jumps overboard, completely ignoring you. Calixius, you just watched a tiefling elf or a tiefling druid just jump overboard.
My
Well, I'm in the
brother
captain's
sometimes.
quarters, so do I just see him jump out of the like from the window? I see him.
Yeah, you hear a splash, and then you notice that as you're looking through the window, that the tiefling that was there or talking to Greg earlier is gone.
Can I check the water, see if I see anything in it?
Sure, go ahead. Give me a perception check.
Okay, I'm getting a different dice because my last one was rolling crappy.
Also,
This is why I have 8 sets of dice.
Zaris, why don't you give me a perception check with advantage?
Neat.
You're in the water.
That's an 8. My dice.
There's ocean.
Yeah, I'll stay on board. I don't have shape water anyway. I'm a bard. I can sing. Seduce
Sing.
the sirens.
Sing to the ocean.
Yeah, I'll just play
15.
my lyre. My lyre.
As you jump into the water, you notice something really large right below you as you hit your face straight onto it.
Son of a.
Lovely.
Thankfully, it looks to be a whale.
Oh gosh.
A giant white whale.
10 out of 10, brother.
You just hear a thud on board.
Time to tame the whale.
You're gonna tame a whale. All right.
And be useful.
Go ahead and give me your
Can I
animal-
sing a whale song to help?
Can you do an Dory impression?
Can my lyre make a Dory impression?
No, it wasn't that.
Wait,
Can I
are
help?
you casting? Are you doing animal handling? Or are you casting animal friendship?
Friendship first, then animal handling, just in case as a backup.
Alright, so the spell lets you convince a beast that you mean no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. Is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Oh, well, the good news is I don't think whales have very great intelligence. There we go.
It's got a big brain, but not a lot to go in it.
Congratulations! The whale does not have a 4 intelligence.
Yes.
It's a
Despite the nat one.
Yep. Otherwise, the beast must succeed. Okay, so it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed. Let's see if it can. Well, and it's your wisdom save of 13.
Whale.
That's a 9. You managed to tame the fucking whale. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah! Name,
Yes.
is it a humpback or a blue whale?
Or a
I'm
killer
going-
whale.
I'm
Oh.
going to
Or
roll
a sperm
investigation.
whale.
Moby! But like with an eye. And white.
Congratulations. You have managed to tame what looks to be a giant white killer whale.
Yes.
I was really hoping you were gonna say it was a sperm whale.
Yep.
Pretend.
Fucking hell.
Okay, orcas are cool. Killer whales.
God damn it.
Brother, I thought you were going there to investigate. Why are you playing with a whale?
As he comes up as this giant white, basically albino killer whale comes of the water with him riding it.
What's up, bitches?
Brother, your whale is pretty, but this is no time for playing.
Dibus looks at, that would make a great lunch.
Oh,
You
shut it
have
before
to kill
eats
it
you.
yourself, and that means you'd have to get in the water, Dibus.
Never mind. Goes back, sits down, goes into the captain's quarters with Calixius.
Yeah,
try- Calixius, they're trying to make me swim again.
I'm not trying to make you. I'm just saying you'd have to swim to get it, cause it's not getting on the boat.
He can't hear you.
Oh, fair
He's
enough.
got cat ears.
So yes, as the whale dive, or I assume you're gonna order it to dive, Zarus. And what are you naming your
Yes.
killer whale?
Mm.
Moby
What?
with an eye.
No. What was? I'm going. Well, I'll name it at the end of this tree. At the end of
Okay.
the.
Now, put your recommendations for names now in the chat, so Fuka can see them.
Pearl.
All right, Zarus. So do you,
Lizard.
along with the whale, I assume you dive deeply into the ocean as far as you can go.
Yep.
You ever heard of of pressure? Water pressure? Pressure
Deep
from being.
pressure.
Wait. First
Yep.
things first. Before I die,
I'm the.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to. Is it possible for me to hide inside my whale's in the whale's mouth so I won't get pressurized to death?
Yes. Fucking Benz. Well, you have one recommendation. Fraz says you should name it Tren. I'll answer that in a sec, Zia.
Yes.
Alright, so, Zarus, yes, you can. Oh, man, god damn it.
That's a good one, Raz.
Fuck you, Fraz.
What
So,
is
yes,
it? What's the name?
Tren.
Oh, Tren.
Alright, so as you climb into its mouth, the whale seems to nod its approval, and you start to dive deeply. You can't see out of the whale, and the whale is just going down deeper. It doesn't seem to make any noise. But as the water around you you start to feel it get colder and colder around, even in the mouth of the beast. And you feel something smack into your whale hard.
What the fuck?
Another whale.
Something that knocked the whale around, and of course you can't hear it, notice anything, and the whale doesn't seem to speak, it just moans loudly.
Cracken.
Something...
1 second. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. You have Animal Messenger.
I know. I was gonna cast that. I was gonna cast that. Hey, buddy. What's wrong? Is everything okay?
Hey, Bastion, I don't know if you can see the recording right now, but I'm flipping you off.
Okay, I haven't gotten there yet, but
The whale
there it is.
The whale starts to speak or moan even louder, and from what you gather, it seems to be saying it's being attacked by something with tentacles.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So, here's what we're gonna do,
Hulu.
buddy. We're going to run away from this and find a nice sea elf city. Somewhere small.
It seems, you start to say that it seems to groan as it seems to be held tighter.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Something is squeezing it, blood is
Is
starting
my-
to curdle up.
My brother's gonna die by tentacles.
Coming from Japan.
Okay,
Bing,
buddy.
think of people who are from Japan. That
Shut up
great.
for a minute. Shut up.
Uh,
Buddy, I know you're gonna hate me for this in a little bit, but just bear with me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to...
Make him shoot you out of the blowhole at fucking high
No.
speed.
No,
Blow up.
because that'll kill me at the speed that he's doing
And
it.
at the depth you're
Oh.
at currently.
Mhm.
It
I'm going
squeezes
to-
tighter as you hear roaring.
Plus, fuck it. I'm going to first climb up to the blowhole, stick my hand out, and on the roof of its head, cast frostbite in order for it to be slippery,
Okay.
so he can be able to slip through and run.
I
So
mean,
you're-
whales have thick skin.
Why
Frostbite
did you say that?
is 60 feet. That's it seems to squeeze or whatever seems to be as you cast a spell. Actually, that does damage to the whale.
Sorry, buddy.
It's a con of 13. That's a 5 that it rolled. And it gets a +1, so it's a 6. It fails its save, so that's 1d6 of damage. That's 4 points of damage to your killer whale.
Not a very responsible pet owner.
But
As the whale seems to think, and as they do this, the Kraken what seems to be a Kraken, as you can feel, tentacles and loud roaring. And it's very familiar to the one Greg captured a while back. It squeezes the whale even harder, causing 9 points of damage as the whale seems to scream out.
Okay.
Do any of us notice
my hand-
this?
Nope, this is so deep down you can't even see the shadows.
Is my hand still out there?
Yeah,
Is my hand anywhere near the tentacle?
not that you can feel.
I'm going to cast another animal friendship. Hey, buddy. How far is the tentacle from my hand? Just out of curiosity.
On the Kraken or on the whale?
The whale.
Well, the whale's still your counting as your friend.
No, I know. That's why I asked the question. How far is the tentacle from your body?
He
Oh.
meant to talk
From my-
it, not animal friendship.
Huh?
He meant to talk to it, not
Oh.
animal friendship.
Yeah, so the tentacle, from what the whale seems to moan, that it's around its midsection. So, good few feet from where you're reaching. Are you gonna try and animal friendship the Kraken?
If I
Kinky.
can, that would have been fucking amazing. But I'm pretty sure. Wait. Can I?
Your dad's done it.
I mean, I said Greg had hunted one and captured one. I didn't say he used animal friendship for that.
Oh, well.
Hmm.
So what's the plans, Zara? So you gonna shoot out of the blowhole and try and make friends with the Kraken?
Can you like make yourself
30?
levitate?
Okay. It's a few feet away from my hand, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And the
squeezing the
spell
life
is
out of the
30.
whale.
And the spell is 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
So, hello, friendship.
Okay. Give me a second.
How long has Zaris been gone?
At
Press.
this point, about 5 minutes roughly.
Okay, so nothing to be worried about.
Nope.
Can I look around for information on the boat then while everyone's just chilling?
Yeah, so for the information from what you find a newspaper telling, of course, of Amateur Hour's death and the continued fight of. I'm waiting for Fraz to tell Zaris the interesting news about what Krakens are. You might want to ask Fraz there what Krakens count as.
Oh boy.
You find that the Holy Order, or the Order of the Storm, was destroyed, or well, supposedly defeated by the Crimson Talon. That's one of the pieces of news. Another piece of news that you managed to find on board this boat is that one of the cities in the far eastern territories of the Elven Kingdom seems to have up and vanished completely, with no signs of what happened.
Wow.
So, mm-hmm.
Is
And
that like
Yes.
was that all easy to find?
Yeah.
Like not hidden?
Inside
there-
the
can
captain's
I-
quarters, there's a bunch of papers kind of nailed up to the wall.
Can I look for hidden compartments?
Sure, give me a investigation check on that. While you're doing this, Zaris.
It fails, doesn't it?
Oh, it definitely does, because Krakens have have a 22 intelligence.
Fuck!
there-
Damn
Oh gosh.
bastard.
but it gets better than that.
Oh boy, what's the bad news even more?
Your whale
Dies.
is snapped in half and pulled apart.
Mm, that's good.
Sushi.
Good news, you don't have to name it now.
And is the
Never
bubbles?
ended.
Do I
As
still
the
have the
thing
bubble around my
tears
head?
open, the blood comes gushing out of this thing. The Kraken starts to devour the tail portion. Lucky for you. The whale
Okay.
utters out a final pain message. Why, master, did you do this to me?
Wait, okay.
Don't give
buddy, I
him
know
any
you're gonna-
pet.
I know it does,
Okay.
Wolf. I'm getting to that.
I know. I'm gonna die.
And
Deep pressure.
yeah, the pressure starts to sink in. You're gonna start
Wait.
taking damage.
Down
Hold
on
up.
me.
Do I have the bubble still around my head?
Oh yeah, but your body starts to feel the pressure almost immediately.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly cast shave water around the body.
Okay, well, as you do that, the bubble constricts around you to the point where it's just barely a second layer of skin, and you still feel the pressure from the water around you. You
How-
take
Take half.
You take 8 points of damage.
Okay. Is okay.
How-
Is
Now,
the
one
whale
sec.
dead now?
Oh yes, the whale. Well, no, the whale's living. It's just cut in half. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, buddy.
Um,
I'm.
Let me come back to you here in a sec. Zia, what's your investigation? You got 23.
Yeah.
All right.
23.
From what you find out on this boat, this is a boat that was stolen. This is a legendary boat that was owned by Greg the Bloodthirsty during his mercenary days. This was his personal slough, known as the Forgotten Tear. This is the same boat that Greg used to use to hunt monsters of the great depths, and that it's magically set up to where it should not break or to be damaged. And it's got a harpoon somewhere on it that's really good at catching big monsters.
Oh, joy. Do I get an instruction manual for that?
You can't. There doesn't seem to be anything, but you do find Greg's personal journal from back in that day.
Is it
Oh.
is it magically locked?
No, it seems to be completely open. It's just a leather-bound journal that seemed to be in a little hidden compartment under the floorboards.
I'll take that, I guess.
All right. I will translate that for you later to find out.
How long has Zaris been gone now?
About 10 minutes now. You start as you since none of you are outside. None of you notice
Well, I'm
anything.
heading out now that I've snooped. So.
Calixius, I assume you stick around inside the captain's quarter talking to your hexblade.
Yeah,
Sword
Okay.
friend.
probably about the stuff like the newspapers on the wall and stuff,
Okay, he starts to
Giving me-
polish his sword.
giving me insight.
I get the dibs to the information.
All right. And Dibus seems to be sitting in a corner, kind of eating, relaxing, and not doing anything other than yawning. So yeah, as you left and look out, you start to notice a lot of blood starts to kind of come up around the boat, like lots of blood to the point where your boat is swimming in it.
Guys, we have blood and we have lots of it. And my brother
Can I-
left whale.
Can
All
I
right,
do something real quick?
Zaris.
Wait,
We're
can
gonna
I
go
cast
back to
something
you.
quick?
Nope, Zaris, we're back to you for a second.
Hey.
All right, Zaris. As this giant whale has been split open, what would you like to do?
Okay. So the Kraken is eating it, right?
Yes.
Still eating it. It's eating the tail portion, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still within the head portion.
Correct.
Okay.
I know, Wolf.
I'm going to quickly pull out my book. Message the other team. Well, message my team. Hey, buddies, what's up? So bad news. The beautiful whale died. Good news. I'm still alive. Help!
Oh boy. Did he?
As you guys hear this message over, you also start to notice something. Zia, Calixius, and Dibus all start to notice that above them, storm clouds start to come in.
Did he say what's attacking him?
He did not.
Is there
As-
any way for us to write back to him?
Yeah, you guys could completely open communication as long as he's able to continue
Okay.
concentration.
What is attacking you, brother?
Kraken! A nice, juicy Kraken for a good old.
Hold
Dibby.
on! I might be able to shoot a harpoon down to you. You'll have to grab it. And
Can
we
you aim it
might-
at its eye specifically?
I can't see crap, but I'll try. Can I look for the harpoon, DM?
Yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw, though, Zia.
Oh joy, what happened? Lightning?
Yep.
Lightning and the thunder. Thunder.
Come
Feel the
thunder, come lightning.
I'm gonna die here, just you watch.
Oh, you're about
Just
to.
lightning. What happens if I fail my roll?
You're gonna find out. I think you don't have enough health for this.
Don't have enough health and I'm the healer, that's lovely. I got a 7 because I suck at rolling.
Okay.
And
Well-
so much for the journal.
Let
Help
me
me!
let me roll this for you. Where is? Oh, here. I'll just roll it in chat for you to make it a little easier. /r.
I want to turn against Crimson Talons. Why is the Storm God after me?
Jesus
Alright.
Christ!
Zia, you
Yeah,
take
I'm
25 points of lightning damage. Clixius and Dibus just see this lightning bolt shock down on you.
What did I
Um,
do? I'm not loyal to the.
At the same time, Zaris, you also get to suddenly notice that there's a loud boom sound right above you.
Oh.
Give me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
I need to be saved, or I'll die.
I actually don't think. Yeah, you can't make. Oh, yeah, nope. You can't make that. Never mind. You don't have to even roll. Sorry. Because you only have a +1 to your dex, so even if you crit, you will not be able to manage to get away from this thing. All right, let me roll that for you. You're only taking half damage, thankfully, because you're insulated by whale fat.
God damn it.
All right, you take that's 9 points of damage as you are shocked, and a loud boom can be heard from up above as well. Clixius and Dibus both hear it, and Dibus rushes out, and he is going to try and pull
Dibus! Don't die!
Zia inside, yelling at Clixius to help him. Let me see
I'm
what's.
the only one who knows about the harpoon, aren't I?
Oh shit, and that's a -3, and he got a 5. As he apparently tries pulling you, doesn't see him. He's yelling at Calixtus, "Help!"
Yeah, Dibus isn't the strongest.
He's a kid, the size
Not
of a
anymore.
kitten.
He used to be, but
I'm gonna go out and try to help him.
All right, Calixius, go ahead and give me a strength check to see if you can pull Zia
I'm
in.
not that big.
That's a nat 20.
You pick her up with
Yes.
ease along with Dibus and walk into the captain's
And
quarters.
Robert. He's got Robert, too.
Robert is hiding at this point. He does not like lightning.
I wouldn't think he would.
All
I
right.
think you need to lift some more.
Dibus just looks at you and says, "I'm the size of a gnome. I will bite your ball sack. God damn it, leave me alone."
He doesn't
Alright.
like storms. He's stressed out.
All right, Zaris. What would you like to do?
Die.
Okay.
I mean, besides not die. I mean, I expect that.
Alright. Is there. Okay. Is there. I'm under whale. I'm behind whale fat. There's that. Is there any settlements with any air bubbles I can try and swim toward?
You don't see a damn thing.
Joy.
It's
Okay,
pitch black outside of the mouth, except for the 2 glowing eyes that seem to be biting down on something.
What spells do you have? Do a spell. Shapeshift or something. We can't get in there and save you. No one has water breathing.
I can feel
Far as I'm
Bastion
aware.
go. I can feel Calixius asking Wolf for advice right now.
Not exactly.
How do I abandon this party and let them die? Please, teach me. Alright, yes, so, Zaris, plan of attack.
Any other animals nearby?
No, when a Kraken shows up, typically most animals try to avoid it.
Okay, so you know what? Screw this. I'm going to. I can't say play dead because there's no fucking way I can actually play dead. Shit, I'm gonna be the camera in this situation. Fuck. Okay.
Hey, DM,
Yes.
is the boat still moving?
Yep.
Like, there's no anchor. Okay.
Nope. Yeah, Dibus cut the
Oh,
anchor off. It's
do
continuing
I-
to move and puddle or fly away. Even if Zaris went straight up at this point, he wouldn't make it to the boat. You guys are
No.
like, going at quick speed.
You gotta tame the Kraken. Somehow seduce it.
Seduce a fucking kraken. Yeah.
It's the
That
only
makes
option.
absolute fucking sense.
It's the only option. You can offer him one thing he's never had. Tiefling orgy.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Would you like to know how big a Kraken is?
No.
Okay.
But I
Okay,
assume it's bigger than the whale.
Yeah, they're called gigantic monstrosities. They're Titan
Just
class
saying,
monsters.
if he doesn't want to die, I don't think the Cracken's ever seen a tiefling before.
Well, see, Titan monsters siege cities, so that's the level of like danger Zaris is currently in.
Yeah, I told him he shouldn't have
I'm going to
swam.
swim. I'm going to swim inside the Kraken's mouth.
You know the best part about this is if Fuka dies, Greg can't yell at us for it because Fuka's got the book.
Yep. You guys are free from the Crimson Talon. You'll never have to go back.
I'm going inside the Kraken's
He
mouth.
also is the one who chose to go down there by himself.
I know, Wolf. I know. Okay. You're gonna swim into the Kraken's mouth.
When it opens its mouth before it chaws on the face. Well, it's still chawing on the face, right?
It's chewing on the tail still.
Okay. And where's the face exactly?
From you,
Yes.
about 10 feet to the right of you. If you're looking out of the whale's mouth.
I gotta plan. I gotta time this perfectly so I can try and survive, even if it's minuscule.
So I'm gonna say this because Zaris is very familiar with Greg's pets. Zaris would know that most Krakens have teeth going all the way down their throat.
That's the point. But I have a scimitar and rope.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll to wait. What's your? Yeah. Go ahead and give me a. You're trying to stealth this, I assume, so it doesn't chew you.
Yes.
Give me a stealth check. Yeah, Wolf, I know. Shut up. Okay.
Fuck.
So as you swim into the thing's mouth, oh fuck, that's a net too.
Yes!
You managed to swim into the Kraken's mouth without noticing as it bites down on another piece of tail. Go ahead. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to wrap the rope around the scimitar and throw in chuck the scimitar towards like the top of its what is it?
The roof of its mouth.
It doesn't have its roof is like up for miles.
Oh.
No.
Really? No?
No, the Kraken's mouth isn't that large.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then what else do I have? Oh, I have also a torch stick.
Theoretically, a Kraken's mouth would be about 30 feet like tall. Would be the idea.
Okay.
So you could theoretically, as it's biting down, hold your sword up if that's what you're planning. Did my D20 just disappear? It did. I have to go chase it. Give me 1 second. You have a chance to plan while I grab my D20.
Guys, I want to say something to everyone. Apparently, Vutha had a ring we could have used to challenge the orc dude for the fight, to the death duel, and I didn't notice because I haven't played her character. So
There we go.
yeah.
Alright, I'm back. So, what's the plan here, Zaris?
Yes, I'm going to do that, and then use my shovel to as like plant like my shovel onto like the side of its mouth, and then use that method to get out.
Alright, well, first off, you're grappled, so you're at disadvantage here, and you can't move.
Fuck.
As you shove the sword up, so
I'm dead, aren't I?
I've got good news and I've got bad news. The momentum from the sword being chomped down on pushes you back into the throat of the thing, as you're pretty much swallowed whole. But you see your scimitar completely snap in half.
Oh.
You are now currently inside the belly of a Kraken.
Oh no.
Okay. Is there anything there that I can... Is there any items? Any items with a value that I can use
Yeah,
to...
there are actually a lot of items worth of value in there. From what you see a full plate of armor, that seems to be gray and has a symbol of a hawk on it. You see a
Uh-huh.
couple of swords that seem to be glowing with some sort of magical presence.
Mhm.
You see a couple skeletons in there that haven't fully been digested yet.
Is it acidic?
Yeah, you are going to be taking damage here in a second.
Okay.
There's also a treasure chest that seems to not be melting, and it seems to be filled with something, as it's very heavy. Thank you,
Jumping on
Wolf.
top of the
I know.
treasure chest.
You're gonna jump on top of the treasure chest. Okay. Well, before you do, you take 11 points of acid damage.
Oh, he's dead.
Fuck.
Yep. Are you
Oh,
dead?
no.
Do I have any
Zaris?
potions on me?
How much health are you at, Zaris?
7.
Before the 11
Thank-
points of damage or after?
Yeah, but I think before.
Thanks, Lucas. Thanks a lot for being a good friend.
All right.
I can't do anything. I am
dead.
also dead.
Yeah, okay. Time to roll up a new character.
Oh shit. All right. No, yeah, don't worry. You're actually technically you're unconscious. So,
So I can roll to wake up.
yeah, you can do a saving throw. You're not
Yeah,
in the acid
Zaya,
directly,
you
so
also
you're not
have to
taking
make
damage.
saving
Yeah,
throws.
I haven't done my
You-
saving throw.
Yep. And I was the one who said Fuku would die first. Thank you, Fraz, not Wolf. Wolf just agreed with me. So the pot
13.
goes to me. All right. I think it's anything above D10, right?
Yes.
So
that
what
counts
if
as a
we?
save. That's one save. You have to make 2 more after that, and you roll a D20 and you with no modifier.
So wait, what
Okay.
do we have to roll for a save?
D20.
a
and you gotta roll
D20.
above a 10.
Yeah, D20, no
Well,
modifier.
that's
Shit.
first. That's a first failure.
Okay.
That's a success.
And nat 20 is 2 successes, right?
Yes.
I got 6. That's another failure.
Keep
I'm
track of
gonna-
it on your character sheet.
I know. I'm. Do one more. Oh, I succeeded. I got 3 successes. What happens
You ain't
now?
dead.
All right. So Alice managed to get back up.
Wrong guy.
One guy.
Or Zaris. God damn it. Why do you have your name as that? Jesus. Change it for the love of freaking Christ. So yes, Zaris manages to get up. And Zia, you said you got 3 successes as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So you both stabilize.
What does
Uh,
my HP go to?
It's at 0. You're just not dead.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm going to jump to the.
No, you're
chest.
unconscious still.
Fuck! Is there any health potions near me?
You're unconscious.
I'm dead. I'm dead. That's it.
No, you're forever. You're stuck in a Kraken's belly until the rest of the party can figure out a way to come get you.
Booth? I'm trying to see. I don't think there's much I can do. Because Zia's 0.
So as
Dibus doesn't have magic.
Dibus just glares at you at that thought.
Wait. Hold on.
Dibus looks at Calexius and says, "So, I got a question for you.
What?
How much do you think Greg will hate us if we let the druid tiefling die?"
Can one of you help
don't
me?
I don't think Greg likes anybody. Let's be honest.
That's true. He probably wouldn't mind as long as we don't.
He did kill his own
Can I-
children, so
Can
the
I try to hit,
tiefling's
like-
not much.
Dibus's leg or something, or get
Nope.
someone's attention that I'm alive, but
You're
I'm
unconscious still.
unconscious. Guy.
Wolf, stop DMing. I know. Shut up. God. All right.
And I'm like the only one with healing spells.
Dibus just kind of looks at you and says, "Well, Calexius, I mean, from what I understand, he said something about a Kraken. How cool would it be to slay a Kraken?"
It's not worth our time.
That's true. But what if it comes after us?
Well, then we'll see what we have to handle then.
Fair. He looks about and starts looking about in the captain's quarters, grabs a little potion of what looks to be a pink liquid and shoves it down Zia's throat. Not the first time.
I beg to differ.
You gain 1 HP.
Oh my gosh. Can anyone explain what happened? I sort of blacked out and almost died.
Oh, Divis looks at you and smiles and says, "You know, if it wasn't for me, you'd be dead right now."
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, we're
Shh,
equal,
God damn
I
it,
guess.
Calexius, shut up. She owes me.
Yes, I know. I saved you. You saved me. We're a big happy family. Where's my brother? What the heck's going on?
He looks at Calexius and says, "Do you want to tell her or should I?"
I mean, we don't know. He just hasn't come back.
He shouted
He
Cracken,
said
but you know, if he's fighting a Kraken down there, he's not gonna get back up here.
there's a harpoon on the ship we can use. Does anyone have any idea where it could be? I don't know where it's at. I just read about it.
A
Well,
harp-
I was touring.
But we also don't know where the Kraken is.
Yeah.
Well,
harpoon's no
I
use
can
with no target.
perhaps no one's able to look. I can detect the creature's thoughts if I were to use my magic. I don't know how well that would give a target, but I could know what it's thinking.
I'm gonna guess it's thinking, this tiefling tastes delicious.
Well, I haven't cast it yet because it's a level 2 spell slot, but I'm asking them if I should.
I don't think so. And Dibis looks at you and just kind of shakes his head. He says, "That means I get to keep the boar and ride it into battle."
Don't let
That's
her
my
keep on
last. That's the only family I have left, Dibis, and I'm sure you
Calexius
can relate
laughs
to
at, like,
family.
imagining Dibis riding Robert.
Into battle.
Yeah.
Dibis looks.
While this is going on, can I have as Vutha try to contact Zara's
Booth is
message?
down below and has no interest in dealing with you lot.
I want her to use message. What the-
Dibis looks at you and says, "Okay, I have a plan. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan."
Does it? If it involves us charging blindly at the Kraken, I won't survive that.
I'll be honest, I
None
don't
of
think,
us will survive that.
from the stories I heard from my clan mother, I don't think anyone would survive that. But I have an idea.
Well, tell me before I pass out again.
Calexius is strong. We could tie him to a fishing hook.
No. Don't get me involved with this. Just
could
remember who had to pull the body weight earlier.
We could pull one of
What
the.
does that mean?
We could grab one of the merchants from down below and use them as fish bait. Or a few.
By the way, I cast Cure Wounds on myself, Dan.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, I got 9 HP for that, so I'm not as dead.
Dibis just looks at you lot and says, "Best idea if you want to kill this Kraken is we need bait to lure it to the surface, and we need something that'll scream and shake a lot, and it has to be large looking. We've got a few of those
Well-
merchants on board, about 20 or so from what I saw, so, you know, some rope."
Well, which one has insulted us the most, Dibis? That's the question.
I mean, I'll just take all of them at this point. I don't think it really matters which one insults us. We just gotta tell them that the boat's blowing up.
The real question though is what we do about the lightning.
Yes.
Or the thing eating us. Okay.
If the orc can cast lightning all the way out here, either he isn't no normal orc, or he is insanely powerful. Both are bad alternatives.
Dibis looks at you and says,
Would we know that the Kraken casted the lightning?
Dibis looks at Zia and Calexius and says, "You know Krakens can cast lightning, right?
Yeah, I knew that. That's why I asked.
Is that not common amongst your people? Like, I mean, they're pretty well known around the Tabaxi lands for, they taste great from what I understand. Great
Well,
banquets are held.
Yeah, I bet you
Live-
taste great too.
I didn't
You
live
better not
by
die.
the ocean.
I will bite you, you damn red orc, you heathen."
Can we fight the Kraken before we fight each other, please, boys?
I don't think we should fight the Kraken.
My brother's
don't even-
there,
we don't
and
even
it'll.
know- We don't
Attack-
know that he's alive.
But if he's finished eating my brother and that tiny whale of his, I've heard Krakens are what, Titan? That's like a nice snack? A nice little piece of bread before the main course? And who do you think the main course is?
Well, the good news is you don't have to answer that question as you feel something smack against your boat real hard.
Oh, look at that! We have company. Help me find the harpoon, will both of you? Or at least Dibus, if Kilcius wants to contemplate.
Dibus looks at Calixius and says, "You're nothing but a giant chicken, I see," as he starts to walk off following Zia looking for the harpoon.
Do I roll like investigation or something to find it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Wait. Before you walk away, are you wearing armor?
Who?
What?
Zaya.
Calixius
Yeah.
asked if you're wearing armor.
I'm wearing leather armor.
Okay, well then I was gonna cast mage armor on you, but you're wearing armor, so.
Yeah, I'm low on HP, but I got armor. Appreciate the thought, though.
I could cast stone skin, and at least you'll be resistant to bludgeoning when that thing's tentacle gets a hold of you.
I appreciate protection, but I do usually value the self before others rule, so consider whether or not you want to give up that for me before you do anything.
Dibus just looks at you and says, "I'll take it, please, for the love of God, give me something here."
Yes, yeah, monks don't have armor. Give it to Dibus.
I can cast mage armor on him then. I can do both at will, so it doesn't matter which one.
Okay. What is that?
Dibus,
I gotta look at the character sheet.
Protective magical force surrounds until the spell ends. His base AC is 13 plus his dex modifier.
That's a good thing that's a 0.
So 13.
Yeah, because he got beds. It's
Alright.
3 more than what he had.
Yep, so he's now at 13 due to stone armor.
Also, I got
that was
18
mage
for
armor.
investigation.
Thank you.
Can I also cast stone skin on him?
Yeah, you can. As long as it doesn't require concentration.
Oh, it is concentration. Okay, never mind.
Alright, so as you guys are starting to get looking for it, 18 for investigation, you find the harpoon is something that one of the merchants seems to be hiding in his little bungalow section of the bottom of the boat.
We need that harpoon, sir.
Alexia says, "Why? What's it worth?"
Your life, because there's a Cracken, and I'll gladly throw you overboard for bait. And I'm gonna do intimidation on him.
Okay.
Let me intimidate him. I'm good at this stuff. I'm gonna intimidate him because there's a Cracken out there. Okay. That's a 16.
Alright. He looks at you and just says, yeah, take it, please, as he's wide-eyed and kind of shoving you towards it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the business. And I'm gonna just smile at him and walk away, and I'll whisper to Dibus, make sure he's not hiding anything else we'll need.
Dibus goes
and
nods,
then I'm
nods
gonna,
and looks.
I'm gonna join up with Kilcius and look at him like, do you know how to work this?
As you walk away, Zia, you hear the merchant whisper under his breath, "Gotta like them when they're angry."
Oh, Dibus.
And you hear Dibus just kind of start to walk up and very angrily stomp.
I'll let him take care of him. I'll get whatever remains, if anything remains. I was gonna stab him with my dagger, but I'll let Dibus do the dirty work. I got a Cracken to deal with.
Calixius on top, as you're standing on board the ship, or on the above the ship, you hear the loud shrieks of what sounds like a human in pain.
And I'm just gonna smile to myself and be like,
sounds like dinner.
Yes. One of the merchants gave me a little issue. Dibus is dealing with it. Our friend here was hiding this harpoon. I read that this.
Make sure your cat brings me the remains.
Yes.
I'm getting hungry.
I read that this thing has been used to kill beasts before. I'm not 100% sure how it works. Have you shot a harpoon?
Zia, what's your carrying weight?
Wait, what?
I said, Zia, what's your carrying weight?
My carrying weight, let me double check. I carrying 69 currently. My total weight is 135.
But you can push and drag, what, like 280 something?
I could push, drag, or lift 270.
Okay, so this thing's about 250 pounds.
Huh.
This is a very big harpoon. This thing is meant to kill giant
Yeah.
monsters.
I'm
and-
gonna give it to Kilstius because of that.
As you slowly drag it, it's scraping the boat. The
Take-
Kraken...
the harp.
Go ahead.
Take the harpoon, Kilstius.
As the Kraken suddenly smacks one of its giant tentacles onto board, it bites into the boat and doesn't manage to pierce it, unfortunately. But you can hear the loud roar and the thunder clouds lightning clouds start to gather once more.
Can I control as Robert for a bit?
Huh?
Can I control as Robert for a bit?
Piggy's gonna hide.
So while I hand
Robert's not a
harpoon to
brave mount.
Kilstius, what do I want to do? I want to do something.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me, everyone.
Okay.
Zaris, you just don't have to do anything. Just sit there and be quiet.
Well, I'm still
Cyrus.
inside the captain's area.
Well, I handed, but so do I still have the harpoon?
You do.
I don't know how to shoot the thing. Kilstius, stop being a chicken.
It's
Says
not
while
about being a chicken, it's about surviving.
Yeah.
I
Says
like
while
Bastion
listening
better.
to- Well, you know.
Okay. I got 11.
I rolled a nat 1.
Haha. Chickens go last.
Damn.
That's fine.
All right. You said you rolled an 11, and Calixius rolled a what?
What? Oh,
Nat
should I
1.
roll for Vutha as well?
Nope. Vutha and them are under and not even paying attention. And that's a 2 for Dibus.
Oh boy.
All right. So, as you pull the harpoon or get the harpoon ready, hoping you're up first, Zia.
Oh boy. Kid.
I will mention it's at this point you guys can actually see the shore off. It's about maybe 5 miles off that you could probably swim in at this point, if you had to.
So, what does it take to shoot the harpoon?
So the way the
My
harpoon
question.
is shaped is basically it's this giant iron spear, which is about roughly 20 feet in length, and it weighs roughly about 100 pounds itself. And then the container that is pressurized with a magical spell that is activated at the time you pull this lever on the right side of it. There's also a lever on the left that you're not exactly sure what it does. But the casing around is also a solid iron piece that seems to be roughly another 150 pounds.
Can I try to roll to figure out how it works?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm having -1 strength, guys, by the way, so if someone doesn't want to help me shoot it and we all die because I can't shoot a harpoon, yeah. Okay, what did you want me to roll? Investigation?
Yes.
Okay, let me figure that out. That's 21. Good rolls, good rolls.
Okay, you figure out that the right side basically shoots the thing, or the right switch shoots it, the left side reloads it. You have to pull the left side back to get the air pressure back into it when the spear is put in.
Would it count as like my turn if I were to shoot it?
Yes, it would take your full turn, because this thing is massive and hard to move and aim.
Well, I don't know what to do. I'm not strong. How is it like connected to our boat? Like how many tentacles and stuff are on the boat?
From what you can see, only one currently, and it seems to be smacking at the mass.
What is a bigger target? The tentacle or one of its eyes?
Well, the rest of its body's underwater currently, so you can't see the rest of it, other than the shadow, but you'd have to literally aim over the boat and into the water to shoot it.
Oh, except for the tentacle.
Yeah, and you might lose the harpoon if you aim overboards, because you're going to have to make a strength check to see if you can hold the thing.
Yeah, that's why I wanted the big orc man to take it. So
what's the plan, Zia?
I'm looking into that. for the harpoon, because I don't have the item, is it a saving throw deal, or is it just like a normal attack roll? If I hit, I hit.
It's gonna be a normal attack roll if you hit. So
Okay.
it's going to be about to hit is gonna be a +10.
Okay. To hit is a +10. All right. I guess I'm gonna shoot at the tentacle, but like not the tip of it, like kind of where it's touching the boat, like not the base of it, because the base of it's underwater, but like a meaty midsection.
DM.
Yes.
Is this like an old Viking boat where there's people down below rowing, or is it
Yeah,
like?
basically.
Okay.
You said it's a +10 to hit, right?
Uh-huh.
Can
28.
as Kilxius I yell down to them once the Kraken releases to start rowing?
Sure.
If it releases and doesn't just chase us more.
All right. So you got what? What'd you roll?
A 28.
That hits.
Yeah.
So that's 2d20.
And it's gonna hate me if it sees me.
That's 2d20 worth of damage.
2d20. Let me roll that.
No, that means it's gonna be bad. She can't roll a d20.
I know, right?
I got 20, not a nat 20, but 20 altogether.
All with the 2 dice.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I told you, Kelsey, you should have rolled. I only have 2 dice and they're both cursed.
And you shot the tentacle, correct?
Yeah, meaty section.
So the thing is now stuck to your mass and is starting to pull. And as it does this, does anybody have an intelligence lower than 10 besides the dead guy?
I'm not dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kelsey should have shot it. I have a no.
I have an
Okay,
8.
So anybody with an intelligence lower than 10 doesn't understand this, but the rest of you suddenly feel a very strong telepathic link arrive, and you hear a loud screech of pain, and say, "Damn you mortals! Why? Now I'm gonna have to kill every one of you."
Oh boy, misunderstanding.
Is that what you say to it?
I'm gonna ask. I panicked, I admit that, but what are you doing on our ship trying to break into it? We were just attacked previously before.
A man, short man, used to drive this thing and killed one of my children. Is he not driving it?
No, he's not, and I apologize for shooting you on impulse then.
Yeah, that hurts. I expect something for that.
I can heal you and we can give you something in return if you promise not to kill our sorry, scared.
Hey!
Hell.
Hey! Let him know that the guy that he ate is his, like, little assistant. Maybe he'll have mercy.
Well, how about you say it? You come out and face
Calexius can't hear him.
No, I'm...
Calexius is too dumb to understand to be telepathically
I'm dumb.
linked.
We were sent on a death mission, it seems, by him, so no one here likes the dude you're talking about.
Was the one inside the whale with you?
Yes, I told him not to come down, but he doesn't listen.
He smelled of the bald one.
He's been fooled and deceived. His poor mind, he doesn't know better.
Hey!
I will take him as sacrifice in exchange for me letting you go for this time. Should you ever come to my seas again in this boat, I will devour the rest of you.
Is that the only offer you make then?
Oh
To
no, there's
clarify.
more. I expect a pact with one of you. One of you shall become a servant of mine.
A servant. Well, we have, I think we have me, there's our lizard folk, there's the orc who doesn't seem to hear you, and there's the monster hunter.
I expect the ones who can hear me to make a pact. For I am the great Morgwar.
Who can all hear?
For me, it seems it's only you at this point that seems to be paying attention to it.
I'm a bard, I can't be a warlock.
He said packed like a warlock.
Oh, what would this pack ensue? If you mind me asking. Also, I guess at this point, I'm gonna take out the harpoon and try to help the wound.
Give me a strength check.
Okay, I'm trying to remove the harpoon I accidentally shot because I'm stupid. Strength check. That's a 4. I'm not
You
strong.
do nothing but manage to kind of twinge it a little bit, and then you suddenly see the tentacle pull it off and tear itself as it screams again.
I'll
You
hang on, I'll cast a
will
healing
serve
spell.
me, Bard.
In what way?
You will do as I
I
tell you, when I tell you. And in exchange, I will
My
let
life?
you live.
What jobs would you ask of me?
As you ask that, you suddenly feel the tentacle smack you upside the side of your entire body, as this thing is about 6 feet in diameter, and it just smacks you against the wall. It doesn't hurt as much as this thing hits you. Your entire arm turns into this weird-looking amalgam with shells and crustaceans into it, all cracked and broken, and a giant number on your palm seems to pop up, and it says 100, and he says, 100 souls for your life.
I suppose it would be stupid of me to refuse the deal now.
And with that, Morgwar retreats to the ocean depths.
Okay, I guess I won't heal him, that's fine.
Zars is
Hey,
never
roll up
seen
another
or
comic
heard from
character.
again.
Well, I couldn't do much. I was at 10 HP and I got tentacle slapped.
As you did, as Morgwar seems to retreat away, you start to see that the crustacean stuff seems to disappear, but the tattoo seems to stay the same. You now have a tattoo on your left palm, on the top of it, that says 100.
I must become an assassin and kill all these people. At least I'm alive.
Dibus just kind of looks at you and says, "What happened?"
Well, let's see, because no one else wanted to help, and I was trying to keep my brother from dying. Not only did I lose my brother, but I have a pact with that lovely, terrifying, powerful creature, and I have to kill 100 souls, or I don't know, I'll die, I'll get enslaved forever. Who knows what the Cracken's gonna do to me? And she's, like, kind of, shaking a bit, and she, like, not in a good mood. She's probably, like, unconsciously, like, picking at her loot. Like, if anyone approached her right now and said something snarky, she'd probably stab him with her dagger.
Kilxius goes, "Hey, I heard being enslaved's not too bad." Kind of looks down at his sword.
And you are speaking from experience?
Not exactly, but we can go with it.
Well, it would have been nice if you had helped, but I suppose you were busy talking to your sword? Like you've done before?
No, I just know
So Dibus
that
kind of looks at
surviving
you
is the important thing.
and smiles and says, "So can I have the boar?"
I will decide what to do with the board later, but I'm sure Greg wants it. He's fond of it.
But I want a pet. I want to mount.
Dibus,
I got
Dibus,
short
do
legs.
you want
As
to
as
trade
far
me
as
out?
Greg goes, he doesn't know that we're alive anymore because he can't contact us.
Dibus looks at Calixtus
I'd
and
be
says,
glad to get away.
The chicken's right. We can do as we please. We're free."
Not me, because I had to make a pact with the Kraken, the powerful Kraken.
Pacts come with powerful knowledge.
I guess I just have to kill 100 people, which I guess if I just make sure to target the right people.
All right.
Here's what we do. You take their souls, I consume their corpse.
If
Dibus
you would be
looks at you
willing to
too.
help with the fight.
And says, "Well, there's 20 people down below we could do that with." Just saying. They didn't
Well,
really help.
How many of
we
them
need
are
somebody
used?
to row the boat.
No, that's true.
Are they all merged, though?
Merchants and people who we don't care about, plus most of them are loyal to the Crimson Talon, so...
Who are the, do I know who the most loyal are, or like the weakest? Because, you know, I spy on people.
Most of them are weak. They're not warriors. They're not even sailors. They're merchants. They
Not,
usually
so
run
none
ships.
of them are good at rowing?
Well, they're decent at rowing, but that's because they're, physically labored. That's
But
the yes.
who's the most loyal to, like, who would definitely go and try to contact?
All of them, because they are all technically Crimson Talon members.
Well, guys, we have this option. And I'm gonna make sure no one else is listening in and be like, we either keep the merchants to help row the boat and risk them contacting Greg, where we'll have to go back and probably repeat this process, or if we truly want to try to escape the Crimson Talon, which I'm not sure is the best idea now, we kill them all. I say that perhaps the smart idea, as you said, Red One, is surviving, and if we ditch the Crimson Talon now, well, there's no opposing power to stop them. We'd be slaughtered like pigs. No offense, Robert. I don't even know if he's
Robert's not
understands
even
us.
paying attention, and I'll be right back.
I
gotta
figure
run for
not.
this.
I say our plan of actions, head back to Craig, see what happens, explain it. If we want information, which I do, the best way to get it is inside. Of course, you're free to leave. I'm just brainstorming.
I don't, out of character, I don't know that we know how to get back to Greg.
True,
We
true.
can ask
That's.
him.
I'm thinking. We're heading to like the human lands, so I think we could find a way there. It's just we'd have to decide if we want to go back. Which, out of character, this sounds like the storm giants are around. Maybe it sounds like that's who the orcs were. If we wanted to rebel, which I
Well-
kind of do, but like in character, they wouldn't know that. And also, Crimson Talon are everywhere.
Bastion said that it didn't seem like any magic he's ever seen, and he kind of witnessed the storm giant, didn't he?
He wasn't there when it released it, and I don't think any of us felt it before we died. I think
Yeah, I
we
don't know.
felt the tiger one.
Sorry, Fuka.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I tried, and I'm now in a pact. I'm a warlock multi-class. Is that?
You
that it?
will. I'll get it set up later. So as the boat continues to row, we're gonna stop here for today and come back next time, where they will be making port on the human lands.
And deciding what to do with their lives now.
And that's where we'll make Fuka's next character, hopefully.
I tried to save my brother, and I
Thank you
told
all
him
for
not
watching.
to swim.
I hope you enjoyed. Fuka, any last words?
No.
No, eulogy for Zarus.
He was only there for a day. What else am I supposed to say?
Well, I mean, technically he was there for a year.
Yeah, a year and a few months at sea.
The mightiest of men to have taken on a Kraken and almost survived.
And I'm in a pact with said Cracken.
One day, who knows, Zarus' body may be found along with all those treasures, and he shall be remembered as a very powerful merchant who met an unfortunate end. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next time.